Good morning. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Carly Taylor. We talk about things, or will be talking about things related to faith and to food and to other randomness, kind of like today. And I'm not going to edit that part out. It's just as raw as it gets, okay? But anyway, I want to wish you a good morning, and I have my coffee here. I am a coffee lover. That's another thing about me. But this is a completely random topic this morning, and it's early. I've actually been up since like 4 o'clock this morning because I went to bed fairly early, and then once I woke up at 4, I pretty much just tossed and turned. So anyway, this is kind of a early morning ramble, but I want to talk about something kind of different this morning. I don't even know what made me think about this, and I had something completely different planned to talk about, but we're just gonna be random today. I started thinking about natural hair, and and my journey with that. And really, the fact of the matter is, at one point on YouTube, it was really a booming thing. Everybody had a natural hair channel. It's not really as big anymore, simply because it is a lot more common at this point. Now it's not really even a big deal anymore. It was at one point when a lot of women started going back to their natural hair. Anymore, it's quite common, so not as big a deal. But I still, even now have a lot of thoughts concerning that, as far as how I came into this whole thing. And I remember growing up, one of the biggest insults, and I don't know about you, but one of the biggest insults that you could say to a girl growing up when we were school age is to call a girl a nappy head. And I'm ashamed because I'm sure I did it a lot. And around, because I went natural 6 years ago, because I remember cutting all my perm out and going natural fully a few days before my 40th birthday. So I'm 46 now. And I remember thinking, what in the world am I doing? But before that, like I said, there had been a wide influx of young ladies that had started cutting their perm out and going natural. And I remember thinking, and this wasn't even a long time ago, y'all, and I was fully grown. I remember thinking, what in the world is going on? And what in the world are they doing? And as I thought about it, it actually bothered me that at my age, I thought something was wrong with that. And I realized how much we had been conditioned to feel like if your hair was coarse, if your hair was kinky, if your hair was not straight, that somehow it was unattractive. I automatically associated hair that was not relaxed, not straight, not curly, not loose, not looking mixed, as being a bad grade. So we had good hair and we had bad hair. Who was the determining factor of that? And I realized that growing up as a kid, we didn't have a lot of representation as far as actual ethnic looking African American women in TV and magazines. Most of what you saw, if it wasn't, and this is no offense to my white friends, I got plenty of them on here, so don't y'all get offended, but pretty much that was what we saw growing up. That was the standard. It's what the standard was, right? Of what beauty was. We didn't really see representations of people like us. It's not really the case now. but growing up it was. And so that plays a lot on your mind into what you think is attractive, what you think is unattractive, what you think is acceptable, what you think is unacceptable, what you think is professional, what you think is unprofessional. Um, and so I realized that I had some thoughts and patterns that I really had to wade through as a full grown woman. I had some things that I had to wade through. So, what I did and what kind of started me on this journey personally was I was beginning to lose my hair. The chemicals, because a lot of people can maintain a very healthy head of hair with perm. They can get permed every 6 weeks and their hair still grows and is healthy. I was not one of those people. My hair was breaking off. I was getting uh, bald spots. And I mean, my hair it was ruining my hair. And and the fact that I was willing to continue doing something so damaging because I was so scared to not perm my hair because of this idea in my mind that I wouldn't be attractive if I didn't. That's crazy. Um, so what I started doing is I literally immersed myself in videos. Like I said, this is the time when on YouTube it was popping to have natural hair channels. And so I would watch these women go through these transitions and, come to accept themselves. And I would binge watch those type of videos. And it was something about watching them come into their own and accept themselves and love themselves that really helped me and gave me the courage to say, you know what? I'm going against everything I thought was what it was supposed to be. For my health, I'm going to accept myself and accept what grows out of my head for what it is. Now, this is slightly blown out and twisted. So actually, my hair is a lot more puffy and kinky and all that than this. And you know what? That is okay. But I remember when I first cut my hair, y'all, for the first couple of days, I avoided mirrors. I literally hated it. I hated it. I would walk past the mirror and put my eyes down and hide because I was like, why, what have I done? What have I done? And it took a few weeks. But, a few weeks into that, you couldn't tell me nothing. And I don't mean it in, an arrogant or puffed up kind of way, but I think what it did is it just gave me um, it just gave me a different kind of confidence that, you know what? This is what the good Lord put there, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to look how you look. Do you hear me, sisters? And I'm not saying anything against, anybody who chooses not to do that. And neither am I saying that you can only have confidence if you go natural. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about my personal journey. And one of the beautiful things about women is variety. So whether you relax your hair, you don't, whether you have, dread, whatever, do you, boo boo, and rock it. Be you, Tifo. Did you hear what I said? But as for me personally, that was something that I really needed to do. And even now, because I wear wigs, y'all know I will wear a wig. But even when I do that, the wigs I wear, most times people can't even tell it's a wig because I get wigs that look like natural hair. Because it's just what I'm on, y'all. It's just what I'm on. That's what I'm about. I like it. I like it. I'm partial. I am very partial. Um, but I think it's just important, um, especially with our young girls that are growing up. to let them know that it is okay. Your skin is beautiful. Your melanin is beautiful. Your hair is beautiful. That you were fearfully and wonderfully made. There is nothing wrong with looking how you look. If don't nobody else accept you, you accept you. Y'all heard what I said? And so I don't know. There's just so many this world will tell you or condition us that if you don't have a healthy sense of who you are, this world will dictate. It will tell you, and it is trying to tell our young ladies what they should look like, how they should dress, how they, should do this, that, and the third in order to be accepted. And one of the greatest things that we can instill in our baby girls is to let them know that it is okay to be who they are. That they are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image and likeness of God. And to not let anybody, that's why you got to tell them in the home, right? And encourage our young ladies in the home and build them up. I'm not talking about make them, self-centered and arrogant and narcissistic, but to encourage a healthy sense of confidence in them and instill that in them so that when they walk out the door and the next Tom, Dick, and Harry tells them that they're beautiful, they not willing to just do everything because we done already told them at home. Y'all feel me? So anyway, this is just my morning rant. This is a complete ramble. I hope you had your coffee. See, mine is always almost cold. I don't like cold coffee. But that's it. That's it. I didn't have anything deep. I wasn't coming on with scriptures this morning. I did it, like I said, had something that I wanted to talk about. And that's probably going to be Thursday's podcast. So this was just pretty much a morning ramble. But anyways, I just want to encourage you, my women, my beautiful friends, don't let anybody tell you or anybody else dictate your worth or your value or tell you, you're too this or you too that or you're not enough of this or you're not enough of that. I speak to you this morning that you is kind, you is beautiful, you is smart, you is important, you have value, you have worth. Don't you let anybody ever take that away from you. So that's it. That's all I wanted. I know this was random because I'm random sometimes. But anyways, I pray that everybody has a blessed and wonderful rest of the week. And that's all I wanted to say this morning. Thank you for joining me and peace out.